So now you have your ePortfolio and you want to edit some of the content that's on it. You have gone to Google Sites, you have found your ePortfolio, you're all logged in, and you're at your home page. You'll notice up here there are a couple of buttons for us to use. To edit our page, you're going to use this pencil button, and when you click on that, what it will do is just like in a word processing document, it loads your text editor. So if we want to edit this particular page, all you do is just like as if you were typing a document, you type and delete, you can change your text colors, you can do all those kinds of things using this. Your editor also allows you to change the way your page is laid out. So perhaps you want to have a picture over here. So if you go to your layout, you're in a one column that's very simple. You can easily click over to where it says two columns, and now it gives you a nice space so that you could insert a picture over here if you wanted to do that, where you go to insert and then image. But it gives you a lot of options for changing the way your pages are laid out, which is great for you because you will all use your pages in different ways and tell different stories, and so you have the options there to make those changes. So editing content is as easy as copying and pasting things from another document or just typing in. One of the things you will notice though, if you copy and paste, perhaps the document brings over a different formatting or the font is different. It's very simple when to get it back to what you have chosen as kind of your theme. If you highlight the text and you go to format and clear formatting, you see that it'll change it to what the page considers to be its kind of baseline content. So that's a good way if you copy and paste it and think, oh, it's not the same color. Go ahead and clear the formatting and you can manipulate it on the page however you would like. So the other thing then, once you have, you're editing the content, you have a couple other windows. So you can add a new page, but at this point you probably, you have the pages you need, and you can add pages if something new comes up, but I wouldn't worry about adding new pages right now. More is probably a more important button for you to get used to. So there are a couple things here. So let's change the way our page looks. And so if we go to More, and you come down to where it says Manage Site, this will give us an opportunity to change the theme and appearance for our web page. You'll see here is where your site name is. You can always change this at any time. That's no problem. We will come over here to where it says Themes. And this gives you the whole array of themes that you have to kind of choose how you want to personalize the look of your page. What I encourage you is these are places to start, and I'll show you that there are different ways you can customize these themes too. But this is a great place. It takes away a lot of kind of the guesswork. And if you click the little magnifying glass next to it, it will show you a preview of what your page would look like using that particular theme. So go ahead, and if you want to change the theme that you have, we'll go with something simple here, the crystal panel. If it's highlighted in red, that's the one you're selecting, and you hit Save. And when you go back and check your portfolio, you'll notice that now it has a whole different look, and that look goes throughout the entire ePortfolio, which is fantastic. If you like the coloring, but perhaps you want to change something like the fonts, if you go back down to Manage Site, and you will have some other options. We chose on that left-hand side, we chose to edit the theme, but you will have a few other options that will help you to be very specific about the fonts and the colors that you will use as well. So if you go over here where it says colors and fonts instead of themes, you can see that there's an amazing number of things that you can change. A lot of the things that I encourage you to consider kind of just changing the things on the entire page. That can be very helpful. So if you want to change the entire page font, so we're using the theme default right now, but if you want to click on custom, it shows you then the different fonts that you have. We'll try one that looks very different here. So if I click on this, you'll notice then all of a sudden all of the content changes as well. Now you can do it specifically. So the site header, you can change just the font up here, but the opportunities to change your content is amazing. And so here, if you look for colors and images, you can change all of those. You can make it very personal to what you want your page to portray. Uh, all of these changes, however, are easy to go back and redo. If you make a decision that you don't like, it's very easy to go back and change those as well. So we encourage you to play and kind of come up with something that you think really portrays you. And if that changes as you go through the program, then by all means feel free to go back and make those changes too.